Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Belaus with Feel Good Qigong, and I want to talk to you today, which I've been talking about for the winter season, is how to self-care wintering over during these colder months, no matter where you live. I'm from the East Coast. It's very cold there. Now I live in Phoenix. It's actually still cold here, not as cold as there, but there's definitely a difference in temperature, and I feel the coldness here as well. The kidneys are front and center for the winter season. I did another tutorial on what organs are front and center for the winter. They're the kidneys and the bladder, but I specifically want to focus on the kidneys. Now, the kidneys are your wellspring of your body. And I'm going to do a short movement that can tonify your kidneys. You want to tonify the kidneys. They help to reverse your biological age. And it begins with the kidneys, nourishing the kidneys, creating lots of chi in the kidneys. Also, the kidneys govern all your fluids, hydration, dehydration. So if you're not taking care of the kidneys, you're going to have maybe brittle hair, brittle skin, brittle nails. It'll show up in many different ways. Also, they help to regulate your cooling and heating system. There's a lot more to the kidneys, but if anything that you do, if you have time to do anything, especially for this time of year, and it's something that you really want to work with all year because they are such an essential organ to really take care of and to tonify, is to keep them regulated on a consistent basis. So this short video, maybe include this during your day, especially for now because of the colder weather. And and they also regulate the bones. That saying, I'm chilled to the bone. Well, that's what happens in the cold weather. You're chilled to the bone. So we really want to tonify the kidneys also for the regulation of our bone density and the health of our bones. Other things that I want to focus on here also is, since the kidneys sit in your low back, breathing, and this part we call the Dantian in Chinese traditional medicine. I feel like the Dantian like kind of separates the top of her body and the lower half of her body. And our digestive system sits here. There's a lot of major organs that sit in this region of her body. Also behind the front, also where your kidneys and your adrenals sit. So if you're not breathing fully and deeply in this area of your body and you're breathing very shallow, you're not going to get the full benefit of that breath, because the diaphragm lifts and lowers, goes up and down. It's a very large muscle, and it will stimulate your digestive system by breathing in this area fully and deeply. It will also stimulate the kidneys. This is your furnace. This is your internal furnace that you want to keep warm. The upper body we want to keep cool, and the lower body we want to keep warm. So when you're breathing, next time you're breathing, really paying attention to your breath, bring it down here into this part, the region of your body, into that lower belly, into that diaphragm or dantian. Knowing that you're stoking this inner furnace to keep your body internally regulated, the internal temperature regulated. We don't want heat in the upper body. We really want to keep that heat in the dantian and in the lower extremities of the body. So these few exercises that I'm going to show you are very easy to do. Try to do them every day and notice if there's a difference in the regulation of your temperature in your body. And also, do you feel a little bit warmer working with that inner furnace? So it's like, the bellows, when you're trying to stoke a fire, you press those bellows to get that fire going. That's what we're doing. We're getting that internal fire going to help regulate our system. So let's get started. And a lot of this stuff might be super new to you and you might not get it, but eventually you'll start to connect the dots. We're going to start with just standing like a mountain, standing like a mountain. And a good way to do this is press your hands into your thighs into your hands. And you'll feel an activation here. It'll really keep you nice and grounded and firm. Press the feet away from each other as well. This will activate your inner thighs, which is also part of your kidney meridian. So the kidney meridian starts at the ball mount of the foot. A nice practice you can do is slap that area of your foot, maybe when you're putting your shoes on. And that meridian line comes from the bottom of the foot, comes along the side, It comes up the side of the legs. It travels on both sides to the end point, which is right underneath your clavicle. So that is the kidney meridian that we're going to be focusing on today. So we start in our mat and find your base of support, start to plug in and root down into the earth energy. We're going to start with shaking. I like to activate. So talking about the kidneys, they govern your fluids in your body. If you're not moving enough, you're not going to get that circulation that you need of the fluids. So, if you work at a desk all day, take intermittent breaks and just shake the body and get that stimulation, get that circulation going. Again, this is going to be very effective for your kidneys, shaking, because you don't want to have, if you don't move, just like a lake, if you don't move, the water doesn't move in a lake or a spring or a pond, it gets putrid. And that's what happens to our body. If our kidneys aren't working properly, you're not going to get those fluids moving into areas of your body that it needs that hydration. You don't want to dry out. Be very careful with drying out, getting dehydrated. And you can drink all the water you want or all the fluids you want, but if you're not moving, and this is at this certain age over 55, you are not going to get the circulation that you need, and you'll have too much fluid in the body. So again, we've got to be careful of that. So we're shaking, we're starting to get our circulatory system moving, working, shake off your day. It's a great break to take, is just doing a little bit of shaking. It's also good for stress. So it does so much. And then stop. You might feel some tingling, and that's what you want to feel. So we're going to go right into our protocol for the kidneys. You're going to step your left foot out to the side, open up here, open up the front of your body, arch the back just a little bit here. And then as you come forward, you're going to round the spine like you're grabbing onto a big ball, beach ball. You can drop your head forward, breathe into the back of your kidneys, start to feel the back of your body breathing. And then as you inhale, we're going to reverse it again. Inhale, a little bit of a back bend here. Come back to neutral spine. Bring your hands to your low back and massage your kidneys. Tap them twice, and then slide those hands down the backs of your legs, which happens to be your bladder meridian. And then come up the inside of the kidney meridian. Follow that all the way up to the end point of that meridian line, and then give that a couple of taps as you bring that left foot in. And then again, step out to the side, inhaling, opening up the front of the body. As you exhale, round the spine like you're grabbing onto a big ball, beach ball. Take a couple breaths here and breathe into your back body, especially the low back where your kidneys sit and your adrenals. And then we inhale again, open up the front of the body, come back to neutral spine, give your low back some nice massage here, warm that area up, tap twice on those kidneys, and then slide the hands down, come up the inside of the kidney meridian, slide that leg back in and follow that kidney meridian all the way to the end point, give it a tap. And then again, inhaling, open up here, round the spine like you're grabbing up to a big beach ball. Again, taking some breaths, feeling the movement in your low back where your kidneys and adrenals are. And then inhaling, open up again, come back to your neutral spine, massage your kidneys, tap twice or a few times, and then slide down the backs of the legs, bladder meridian, and then come up, slide the hands up that kidney meridian, bring that leg back in, tap. Inhale again, round, holding on to that beach ball, breathe into the back body, couple breaths here into the back, the low back. And then inhale, you're opening up the front body again, back to neutral spine, massage your kidneys, give a couple of taps here, and then slide the legs down, come all the way up, and then return. I'm going to do a couple of more because these are really, really easy to do, a very easy way of getting some of that activation for your kidneys. And then we inhale again, neutral spine, massage your low back, couple of taps here, drop the hands down, slide up all the way to the end point. Again, inhaling, open up, round the spine, back of the body is breathing, feeling movement in the back body, especially in your low back, the kidney area. As you inhale, Open up the front body, neutral spine, massage your kidneys. A couple of taps here, slide down the bladder meridian, over the feet, up the inside meridian line of the kidneys, and then come back and tap. And then just let's inhale here and gather. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees and tap right outside of your knees, which is your stomach, Meridian 36, which is your Swiss Army knife to gather some energy. So again, we're tapping some of these major meridian lines, activating the body, getting it ready for wintering over. Remember, taking care of yourself this season. It's all about rest, rest, and more rest. So we have all the energy we need when we come to those more active seasons of spring and summer. So we inhale again and then release. Tap on stomach 36 right on the side of your knee several times. And then come all the way back to standing. We're going to do some vibrational healing, healing sounds. Everything is an energy. Vibration is an energy. This vibration healing sound is CHU, C-H-U-U, and we escalate, we kind of lift up that sound. It's CHU, because we're tonifying. We don't want to sedate the kidneys. We want to tonify them with the sound. So first, let's just start with some hands on the kidneys again, and we're going to rotate in one direction, opening up to the other direction, rotate to the other direction. We lean back again, and as we come forward, it's shoo. And then again, inhaling, coming forward, shoo. And then again, inhaling, shoo. And again, inhaling, shoo. Take your bear claw, because that is the animal for this winter season. The bears know how to hibernate. So we're going to bring our thumb right to that little nest of where the lung meridian is. We inhale, exhale, you twist over to one side and chew. And then switch sides. Inhale, exhale, chew. And then again, inhale, exhale, chew. And again, inhale, exhale, chew. And then we're coming into knocking on the door of life, the wellspring. We're knocking on our kidneys. You can also knock on the lungs and the kidneys at the same time. Again, this is all going to help tonify the kidney meridian. And we're going to come into, after we do a little bit of tonifying, then we're going to work some of that energy to regulate our heating and cooling system. So again, continue with a little bit of this twist. Again, it's right in that region of the Dantian. It's also at your low back, activating, tonifying your kidneys. And then we'll slowly release, come back to center, bring your hands and massage the kidneys again. We'll jump up, down 10 times on the heels, again, activating that kidney meridian. So this is all for toning those kidneys to help you with the winter season of cold, dampness. Damp cold is really rough on the kidneys. So again, we want to activate our inner furnace and warm it up and then release. So rub your hands together, rub your knuckles together, fingernails together, get a lot of energy between the palms of the hands. Notice if you can feel some of that energy between the palms. Let's stoke our furnace. As we inhale, we'll count to 4 and then hold for 2. As you exhale, compress that energy, blow the air out. You could blow it out through your mouth if you like. Inhale for a count of 4, feeling that expansion of the breath in the Dantian. Hold for 2 and exhale for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stoking that flame. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the hand should be nice and warm. We're going to take this energy. We're going to roll it up the back body, over the head, tongue to the roof of the mouth, As you exhale, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth and then exhale out and bring the heat down. Remember, I had said we want the heat in the Dantian and the lower extremities. Inhaling, cool blue water-like feeling, cooling off the upper body, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth as you draw out the heat from the upper body and place it in the Dantian. And then again, inhaling, tongue to the roof of the mouth, cool blue light coming up and over the head, getting the heat out of the upper body and storing that into your Dantian. As you exhale, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Now we're going to take this energy, we're going to take it down, that heat, into our legs. As you inhale, inhaling up the kidney meridian, water-like element, and then coming up again as you inhale, cooling off the upper extremities, the heart. Exhaling, getting that heat down into the Dantian, and take that heat all the way into the legs. We want the heat in the legs, drawing up that water element through the kidney meridian, over the Dantian, into the kidneys. Draw that cool-like feeling up and over the head, dropping that heat out of the upper body, balancing out your inner thermostat. Take that heat down into the lower extremities, flow up with that water element, and then one more time around the Dantian, behind the kidneys, all the way up in the back of the head, the front of the body. As you exhale, the heat comes down back into that Dantian, and just hold that here for a moment. Take a couple of nice deep breaths, knowing that you just tonified the kidneys. Try to do this several times during the day, and then we'll inhale as we gather all this energy we cultivated, release down, and one more time, give your kidneys a nice massage, and feel that energy bringing some soothing, warm, like it's a soothing, warm compress that you're bathing your kidneys in. Thank you so very much. And give this a try. And notice how just regulating your temperature, if that keeps you a little bit warmer for these winter months. Thank you for joining me, and hope you have a wonderful day.